my Spotlight on MYP bulletin board, and each month we feature a new learner profile. And so this month we have Knowledgeable, and it has all of our traits listed. Each time we change and update the learner profile for our Spotlight on MYP board, I make sure that I go over the traits with students and I explain to them how they can earn what we like to call mega KCCs. These mega KCCs, we get 4 for each learner profile. Each teacher gets 4 for each learner profile that we can award to students at any time throughout the month. By keeping them here, students know that there are still some available that they can work toward, and I like to make sure that I announce which trait and which activity they were doing in order to make sure that they know how they were successful in meeting that learner profile in that moment. And so it's an opportunity for them to earn 10 extra KCCs for our Panther Mark, and then we also get to congratulate each other. And so as we announce it at the beginning of class or in the moment in the middle of class, then students can take a pause and applaud their peers.
My name is Stephanie Taylor, and I'm the art teacher at Dr. Martin Luther King Middle School, and I'm going to talk to you about my experiences with taking the Teaching and Learning in IB Programs course with Libby Rogaboy. I decided to take this course when Renee Hill came to us and spoke with us about MYP, and I felt like I needed more information on how I could work that into my curriculum. I was really interested in a lot of the philosophy of IB, and I thought that that would work really, really well in my classroom. So I decided to take the course, and Libby gave us a lot of resources, and I started to try as much as I possibly could. I did things from open rubrics and trying to implement the rubric system to really having students create art in a more open way so that they had to problem solve and really work through things. So some of the artworks that I created, I worked through a unit planner for a big head project, which was for the sculpture unit for 8th grade students, and they had to choose a famous historical figure and in their research find someone that impacted. It was all about the impact that they had on their community. So we have Amelia Earhart, Nelson Mandela, and even Queen Elizabeth. So for this assignment, it had to be a functional work of art that the students have to be able to see out of the big head, and it has to be worn, and it has to be large enough to fit on their head. So this was very much a problem solving. It was a collaborative group assignment where they worked with 4 students in a group, and they were given supplies but not necessarily told how to do the assignment. So they all started to get out cardboard and tape and work together and think about how they could construct it. And once one group really got a solid construction down, a lot of them were looking around, trying to see what other people were doing, and trying to kind of steal some ideas to see what would work and what wouldn't work. And as you can see, these all have 3 different designs. This group, they wanted to be able to see out of the eyes, where this group, you can see out of the mouth. And they're both acceptable in a different way of thinking, but still both functional. So that was something that was really awesome with this, was the results of how each group thought a different way, but was still successful.
Hello, my name is Nathan Negle. I'm a technology education teacher here at MLK. I wanted to talk a little bit about how Google Classroom helped me while I was at a conference. I just got back from a 3-day conference, and I was able to pre-record all the videos of my lesson, be able to communicate with my students. So I had everything. I uploaded it to the Google Classroom with their assignments, directions, everything they needed from me. And then while I was at the conference, I had Wi-Fi connectivity. I was able to communicate with my students synchronously while I was a couple hundred miles away. So Google Classroom allowed me to talk to my students while I was away, and they could still get everything they needed from me without me being there. It's pretty incredible.